Hello, Miss Mafi. We were wondering if you could share a time where you demonstrated leadership and management skills.
Hello, thank you for the question. So, I'll share a time when I was able to demonstrate leadership skills as well as management skills. So, I served, from what I can remember the most, I served an LDS mission where at first didn't really have that much confidence in myself at all to begin with. And so, after my, let's see, about 12 weeks of training, I got called to be a trainer. And so, with being a trainer, you train a brand new missionary that comes into the mission field. And that for me was really overwhelming to begin with. So, I had to develop a lot of confidence in myself that I was able to do a good job for the sister that I was training and to help her get familiarized with the work and how to get started on teaching people about the gospel. And I think with that, it was a little bit hard because the sister that I got first was, even though I was out on the field longer than her, she was older than me. And so, with her being older with me, I think some of the problems that we had was a little bit of prideness. And I think when I would try to teach her something, she didn't really have confidence in me as me being her trainer. And so, I think the thing that was hard, I think, was pride and not being humble, because when you're not humble, you're not teachable. And when you're not teachable, you're not able to really learn specific principles that you're supposed to learn as a missionary. And so I think that was probably the hardest issues. And so I thought to myself, okay, if she's not willing to be humble, then I'm going to have to humble myself and try to compromise with her so that we can be able to get this work done as a companionship. And so we were able to set goals as a companion, how we can work more effectively together. And as I was able to humble myself, we were able to see eye to eye on each other. And so the outcome of that is I definitely learned humility and to humble myself from that experience. I also learned to be more confident in myself as being a leader in our companionship and being able to manage how we do our schedule and planning situations, since I was the one that was carrying it out from to begin with. I'll talk about another experience, because after I was called as a trainer, I got called to what they call, it's called a sister training leader. So instead of just being over one sister, you're over multiple companionships in the mission. So that was a really huge surprise to me, because like I said, beginning of my mission, I really had low self-esteem. I didn't think I had any type of leadership quality. And so when I got called from the mission president to be a sister training leader, that was really exciting. So I got to go to a specific training with the mission president and his assistants and other missionary sisters. I got called to be sister training leaders. And so what we do as sister training leaders is we call other sisters. We get usually a certain amount of companionships that we cover, and we make goals to do exchanges with them, 24-hour exchanges, and we write reports on how the sisters were able to do, how they're improving in their area, and how their companions are doing, and what some of the improvements that they need, or if we want to qualify them for a higher calling, a trainer or sister training leader. And so some of the issues that we had there was, again, companionships, coming up with solutions for sisters that were struggling on the mission or were having problems with their companions. So me having enough confidence, seeking prayer, seeking, talking to my companion, what are some things that we can come up to help these sisters be better, to gain confidence in themselves, to be more spiritual, to be more obedient. So anything that we could do. So some of the issues, maybe sisters that were depressed, or sisters that weren't willing to be humble enough to listen to our counsel because they didn't think of us of I guess, the necessary leader for them. And from that experience of leadership and management, I was able to really gain confidence in myself, the confidence that I've never had before in my entire life. I was able to gain leadership skills, communication skills, working with others as a team. And I was able to be more accountable for myself, as well as keeping others accountable for me and for their actions as well. And I think that was the overall outcome or result from that. And what have I learned from this experience? I learned so much. I learned how to be a servant leader. I learned how to be humble. I learned how to be confident, bold, but not yet overbearing. And so, yeah, thank you.